Hey guys, me again. I wanted to show you my Kershaw collection. As I showed you before, I got the Zing and the Skyline and the Nerve and the Nerve again. Why two Nerves? Because they were cheap and they're good. Uh, the Chill, this one is the OD2. This one is my Hawk. This one is the Crown. This one is a Cabela's exclusive. Is the Tension. It's like the 1 ton, but with G10 all around and liner lock. And I got the Freefall. Out of all these, knives, this is the only one I have assisted. I like the shape of the blade. That's the reason I got it, because of the blade. Um, I like Kershaw. I like their products. I like their knives. The only thing I don't like about Kershaw is the speedsafe assisted on knives. For me, that makes the knives cheap. It makes them look cheap. Um, I don't think by taking off the assisted on their knives is gonna make him worse. Actually, I think it's gonna make him better. As you can see, all the ones I showed you, the Hawk, the OD2, the Chill, the Nerves, the Skyline, the Zing, the Crown, the Tension, all of them are non-assisted knives. Why? Because that's what a knife's supposed to be. If you want an automatic, get an automatic. If you want a manual knife, get a manual knife. This one is in between. This is not an automatic, but it's not a manual knife. For me, that's not functional. It's not, you know, a knife I would like to carry. This is my first assisted that I buy, and probably the only one I buy. I don't like assisted knives. I tried to de-assist this knife and remove the spring, but the knife is not safe without it because it doesn't retain. There's no retention on the knife staying in the inside the scales when you remove the spring. So I have to put it back in. But I don't like assisted knives. For me, they look cheap. Um, it's not, for me, not a real knife assisted. I don't know why. Just for me, a knife is a liner lock or lock back knife that you manually have to open them. Build the skill in your hands and your memory on your hands to open any kind of knife without even looking at it. And you know, you train your hands to open the knife. I'm giving this knife to somebody that has never opened a knife. If I would give him this one, he would just push it and open it, and that's it. He opened the knife. I gave a person this knife, and I go open it with one hand. They couldn't do it. They actually had to go with two hands and start opening it like this. And I like, no, just push it with your thumb, and it opens up. And they couldn't do it. Why? Because they haven't trained their hand to open knives. This one is manual, not spring assisted, and it's fairly easy to open one hand. What I'm trying to make a point here is that Kershaw should be offering more knives without the assisted opening thing. Or make two versions, make one with and make like for example, this one, the free fall. Make it with assisted opening, make it without assisted opening. I bet you if you make it without, you probably can make it a little bit lighter and thinner. Um, and offer it on both, assisted opening and non-assisted openers, and see which one sells the best. And as me as a collector, because I do collect a lot of knives, um, I'm always looking for the more than the shape of the blade, the ergonomic and the lock opening system. That's what I look at. I always check if they're lock backs, if they're, liner locks, what kind of lock they have. Um, there's many other brands that I buy, and the first thing I look at is, are they assisted openers? I don't like assisted openers. I don't think a knife with an assisted opener, it's a real knife in my eyes, in my opinion. Uh, you know, Automatics, they've always been there, and they'll always be there. They're automatics. They're full automatics. That's the category, full automatic. And then you have your manual ones. So if you want something that's automatic, buy an automatic. If not, buy the manuals. Uh, this for me is not something that works, in my opinion. I know it over time, the spring will actually weaken, and you will have a half open knife, and whenever it opens up and locks up, you might have some wiggle because of something. It's just more things that can happen to a knife than if you have a regular manual opener. This knife is cheap. It's like $15, but the side knife is good. There's not a lot of grip on it, but you're not gonna have to do very heavy tasks with it. It has a good liner lock. You open and close it. It has thumb studs left and right. You flick it open. You don't need an assisted spring to open this knife. So what I'm saying is that Kershaw should offer more non-assisted knives, and I bet you that you will get a little bit more, or I think people will take you more seriously, um, if you start making more manual folders. For me, as I said before, manual folders are more uh, reliable in a way, and they feel more like real knives. This feel like cheap Chinese flea market knives when you put this spring thing. Uh, so just that's my opinion. I wish Kershaw would at least offer two versions of the same knife. The manual opener, non-assisted, and the one that's assisted, and have people their choice. Because like this knife, I will probably never carry it. I love the knife. I love the way it feels. The ergonomics are great. Jimping is good. I love the blade. It's just that the assisted kills it for me. I mean, just kills it for me. So that's just my opinion, guys. And just wanted to basically just vent and chit chat on this Kershaw discussion. And that's the knives I have, and that's what I'm gonna buy. And I will only buy Kershaws that are not assisted. That's the only knives I will buy. I refuse to buy another one with the assisted opener. It's just they're not for me. Well, thanks for watching.